couple yards. Gets it across the 15 out to about the 16-yard line. Gain of 4. And Kalen Campbell, the running back out of Lindenwood. The other wide receivers, Kent Shelby out of McNeese State and Damian Ford out of Stillman. So the Storm have second down and about 6. Ball is resting at the 16-yard line of the Sioux Falls Storm. Clock rolls. Lorenzo Brown's going to keep it. Boxed up in the backfield. He's going to be brought down for a loss of a yard at about the 15-yard line. Getting in there first was Nicholas Diavenzo. And didn't have any place to go. Also in there was the linebacker coming in there to make contact, and that is Ryan Langford. So now it's going to be third down and a good 7. Ball's back to the 15-yard line. Need to get to the 22 to pick up the first down. Lorenzo Brown in shotgun formation. Gets the high snap. Here's the blitz. Lorenzo Brown fires upfield. It's caught by Shepard at the 18. Finally going to be hit into the boards at about the 10-yard line. The Storm did something that could not do in the previous 2 games, and that is a third down conversion. They were only at 25% of the third down conversion. This time they converted it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup. And the Sioux Falls Storm have the ball. First down and goal, or check that, first down and 10 from the 12. Trips to the right side. Lorenzo Brown changes the play. He has Campbell to his right side in shotgun. Split to the right side is going to be Shelby, and the slot's going to be Ford. Give it off to Campbell. Weaves his way, spins down to inside the 10, all the way down to about the 6-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of 6 at least. Second down and 4. Second down and about 4 yards to go. So the Sioux Falls Storm opening drive of United Bowl 2019. Set up, second down and about 4 yards to go at the 6-yard line. 2 in motion to the left slot. High snap, hands up. No, it's going to be a keeper by Lorenzo Brown, and Arizona smelled it out. Oh, my. Coming in there again was Nicholas Diavanzo out of the University of New Mexico, first team All-IFL. And it's going to be third down, loss of 2. Actually going to give him forward progress, loss of only about a yard. The ball's resting at the 7-yard line. 11:35 to play in this first quarter. Storm have another third down conversion. This one's going to be third down and about 5. 11:26 to play in this first quarter. Splitting to the left side is going to be Shepard deep. On the right is going to be Shelby. Split. Ford goes in motion to the right slot. Lorenzo Brown back to pass with time. Looking, fires back in the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! As he got that to Damian Ford in the right back of the end zone. And the Sioux Falls Storm strike first. As Lorenzo Brown gets it to Ford. And that's from 7 yards out. So now on the field, Parker Douglas to kick the point after touchdown. He was injured in the Iowa game, and he still gutted it out and made the final 3 for the Storm to win by 2. He puts this one up, and it's good. And the Sioux Falls Storm leading by a score of 7-0 over the Arizona Rattlers. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Storm football.
It's time for tonight's game plan presented by Brayhart's Financial. The game plan for a Rattlers victory tonight is to be the more physical team, stay focused and aggressive, and win the turnover battle. That's tonight's game plan presented by Brayhart's Financial. The Park is your official downtown Phoenix sports and event headquarters for great food and entertainment. Enjoy the Park's indoor beer garden, street food, cocktails, games, much more. Eat local, party local at the Park.
Well, the Sioux Falls Storm put together a 6-play drive. They took it from their own.
If Drew Powell just holds on just a little bit longer, he's got time. The pocket's not breaking down yet. He's got Miles running wide open. A breakdown in the Sioux Falls secondary that time, and Jamal Miles is running free with no one around him. So a little bit of nerves, a little bit of tension still right now, but once he settles down, he should be able to find them and make those type of plays.
There we see the career numbers for Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. Got his 200th career win earlier this season, but it's the 5th league title that he's really looking for here this evening. The catch is made by Jared Harrington. It's going to bring up 3rd down for Arizona. Had a chance to catch up with Jared Harrington's dad before the game down near the field.
Oh, yeah.
Fired up here.
I had a chance to catch up with Jared Harrington a little bit, too, before the game, and he was thrilled and he was excited to be able to play in his first United Bowl championship. And he said thanks, for everything that we've said and talked about and the way we've raved about him throughout the season as well.
3rd and 4. Powell tucks it. Lunging for the 1st down. And it looks like he's going to get it. So it's going to be 1st and goal for Arizona. And that is the one thing that Drew Powell brings to the table, the elusiveness and making a play happen.
Yeah, when things break down, he's very well capable of making plays, Chris, with his feet, just like he did. Extends the drive, 1st and goal, gives the Rattlers an opportunity to go in and score a touchdown and tie this game up.
1st and goal from the 3. Fly sweep, Harrington, touchdown, Arizona! Jared Harrington with the 3-yard touchdown run. For Jared Harrington, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season.
I'm not sure where he took off from, but it was somewhere around the 4-yard line, and he flies into the end zone. What a great effort by Harrington that time.
Harrington, he's not done. He's now the holder here for the extra point.
Does it all, Chris.
And the extra point, it is up, and it is good by Jimmy Camacho. And the Rattlers answer right back. We're tied at 7. 5:40 remaining, opening quarter of the United Bowl. Welcome back, everybody, to Gila River Arena for the 2019 United Bowl, tied at 7. Jared Harrington goes airborne for the 3-yard touchdown run, and we are tied at 7. And this place is rocking, Randy.
It is rocking. Look, just look out amongst it, Chris. Both levels, towels throwing, people yelling. This is so reminiscent to 97 when we won the championship in front of our home crowd as well.
The Storm with the return. Ball is loose. Rattlers come away with
Merriweather.
And it is Des Stewart. Des Stewart comes away with the fumble recovery. And again, special teams being special, and the Rattlers get it done again right here.
Devontae Merriweather is able to strip that ball out, Chris, and Des Stewart scoops it up, almost scores on it. Once again, special teams and the Rattlers creating turnover opportunities, and now they've set themselves up inside Sioux Falls inside the red zone to go in and take control of this game early in the first quarter.
And again, it's Jeff Jarnigan's kickoff coverage unit making another big play and giving this Rattlers offense a golden opportunity to put more points on the board here as they have the ball at the Storm 5. Powell keeps it up the middle. Sioux Falls there to stop him before he gets to the goal line.
He had a hole for a minute, and it closed up immediately. For a second, I thought he was maybe going to get in, and TJ Neal that time was able to stand him up before he could get a full head of steam going, because there's not too many people going to stop Drew Powell once he has a full head of steam coming downhill at you.
Well, yeah, Powell comes in at 6'3", 220. You'll find some players in this league that'll make, let's call them business decisions and not necessarily take on 6'3", 220.
Absolutely. We're going to take his legs out. We're not going to hit him up high.
4.5 minutes remaining here, opening quarter of the United Bowl.
You know, I'm surprised, Chris. We haven't seen a lot of run game yet.
How about right here? Jamal Miles, touchdown, Arizona. There you go, Randy Gatewood. Jamal Miles, fly sweep for the score.
I guess I was speculating. Oh, jet sweep. As you can see, he comes downhill. Jamal Miles makes one cut and is able to force his way into the end zone. Thanks to that great play on special teams by Merriweather. Sets him up, perfect position as they go in to take the lead.
Miles had a touchdown run in the intense conference championship game a couple of weeks ago against Nebraska, and he gets one here. Camacho on for the extra point, and it is good. 3:35 remaining here in the opening quarter. Jamal Miles got the score, but it was the forced turnover on special teams that made it happen. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Gila River Arena, and there is Jamal Miles, the local product from Peoria High School, former Arizona State Sun Devil. Got the touchdown to give the Rattlers the lead here early on in the ballgame. So glad to be with us here for the United Bowl. Presented by Casino Arizona, where locals rule. Jimmy Camacho, first team All-IFL performer, getting ready to kick it away. He led the league in PATs made and attempted.
And speaking of Camacho, I wanted to give a shout out to his family. Great play on special teams. Camacho, shout out to his family back home in Mexico. Grandmother Lupe, everybody's watching, wasn't able to make the game, so he wanted to let everyone know he's thinking about them and they're with him during this game as well.
Love to hear that. Love to hear that. Big tackle there, by the way, by Jamal Miles on special teams coming off his touchdown run.
And he almost created another turnover that time as well. Daniel Lindsay almost dropped that ball again.
There's a good look right there at Sioux Falls head coach Curtis Riggs. He has won 10 league titles in his 17-year coaching career. He won 6 straight United Bowls from 2011 to 2016. Merriweather going for the strip there. And you know who broke that run of 6 straight United Bowls for the Storm was the Arizona Rattlers in their first year in the IFL.
And we spoke to Coach Guy about that when the Rattlers thought about coming over to the IFL. He said, hey, this guy Curtis Riggs, like, I want to go play those guys. All the success that they were having, he wanted to play the top team and go up against them to see how the Arizona Rattlers measured against them. And so far, throughout the history of this rivalry, it's been very, very good.
Second down. Brown going up top, has a receiver. Touchdown, Sioux Falls. And it is Brandon Shepard hauling it in. For Brandon Shepard, he had 17 touchdown catches in the regular season, but a big one right here in the first quarter of the United Bowl.
And a great throw that time from Lorenzo Brown, throwing it with enough arc, with enough hike on it that Shepard could run right under it, and Devin Cockrell could do nothing about it. Big plays, that's one thing, Chris, in these type of games, is you have to have the big plays, the momentum changes, because Arizona had took control with the momentum of this game. The Sioux Falls comes right back with the big play over the top, first play after the kickoff.
And the extra point, waiting for the official to make the call, and it is good. So we are tied at 14, about a minute and a half remaining here, opening quarter. And how about Curtis Riggs' team responding to the Rattlers' touchdown and getting the deep ball from Lorenzo Brown.
That's one thing. You know that the Rattlers going to come out and punch you in the face a couple of times, Chris, but you got to be able to withstand that and then throw some punches back as well. And Sioux Falls is one of those teams who can definitely throw some punches of their own, and they showed that right then. One very next play after the kickoff, they decide that they're going to throw the ball over the top. So they caught Arizona in a man-to-man situation, and Shepard was able to win that battle.
Shepard, second team All-IFL. In the first meeting between these two teams this season, 2 catches, 54 yards, touchdown, and a touchdown run. And the man who threw him that ball, Lorenzo Brown, and what a career this man has had for the Sioux Falls Storm. You look at these numbers. The career ranks. He's the leading rusher all time in the IFL, touchdowns as well on the ground. And just look at what he has done for this team.
And that's a quarterback running for over 3,000 yards. Just a phenomenal career. And we spoke about it in the open, what he's able to do. A dual threat. He's an escape artist. But as you see, he threw that ball right there with great touch, great feel. Shepard was the only one to get to it, and he dropped it right over the top. Just a really, really great throw, great catch, and a great play call by Curtis Riggs that time, catching the Rattlers right after the kickoff return.
And Parker Douglas set to kick it away for the Storm. And it goes off the crossbar. So the ball is dead.
That's one way to neutralize that kickoff return. Kick it right off the bar. I wouldn't want to kick to Harrington or Miles either.
First and 10.
I wonder how many times he could do that out of 10. Maybe one?
Maybe.
He did it right there.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. And that's where this Rattlers offense will take over. The highest scoring offense in the league, averaging just under 63 points per game. And we are tied at 14, a minute 20 remaining, opening quarter. Jamal Miles, jet sweep in on the tackle for the Storm is T.J. Neal, the linebacker out of Illinois.
I think he's been on every single tackle of the night thus far, Chris, just all over the place.
6 foot, 235 pounds. He led the team in the regular season with 78 tackles.
Tremendous talent.
And we're under a minute here in the opening quarter of the United Bowl. Powell delivers. Harrington makes the catch. And making the tackle there was Jermaine Richardson for the Storm.
Simple little throw and catch that time. Nothing too crazy. Let's go out and move the chains. Harrington takes the hit, pops right up like it's nothing.
Harrington grew up at the outskirts of Parksville, Kentucky. Population of about 100.
I was joking with him about that before the game too, and I told him, I said, you know, you're definitely a Louisville fan, right? No, I'm a Kentucky Blue fan.
He's all about the Wildcats. And we are through one quarter here in the United Bowl at Gila River Arena. Arizona Rattlers, Sioux Falls Storm, all tied up at 14. Quarter number 2 when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. Gila River Arena as we get ready to start the second quarter of the United Bowl, presented by Casino Arizona, where locals rule. Tied up at 14. Quick first impressions, first quarter there, Randy?
I like the energy from both teams. I like the way both teams are executing. Got a tie game here, and like I said, it should be a great one all the way through.
And there's that Sioux Falls Storm defense. Not fooled on that play.
And you know they're looking for that quarterback draw, Chris. Like Arizona and Drew Powell have been so successful with that this year. Sioux Falls is one of those teams that they're going to crowd the box. They're going to put 4 or 5 guys up there and try to neutralize that running game from Arizona. Arizona's going to have to throw the football to really, really make some big plays in this game.
Pass is complete to Amos. Penalty flag is down. And he's going to be marked short of the first down. Let's see what that penalty flag is for. As we await the call, there's going to be a quick discussion with Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy to see what he wants to do based off the penalty. Now we talked about Drew Powell. Now he was a backup to Lorenzo Brown in 2017 at Sioux Falls. Curtis Riggs traded Powell to Nebraska because Riggs felt like it wasn't fair as we get the call here.
Illegal defense. Number 2, inside the belt and not mirroring. That penalty is declined. It'll be 3rd down.
So there you have it. It's going to be 3rd and short to finish up that thought. So Sioux Falls head coach, as we take a look at the officials there for tonight's United Bowl. Curtis Ricks didn't feel like it was fair to just keep Powell as a backup to Lorenzo Brown. He's like, you need to play. This is a developmental league. Traded him to Nebraska, had great success with Nebraska. Last year, obviously, tremendous year at Iowa, and now he is here with Arizona. Jabri Lawley puts the shoulder down, picks up the 1st down. 1st and goal for Arizona.
That's one thing the Rattlers have not done tonight is they haven't really took on that physical side and tried running the football like they've done so many times this year. I think this is one of those times, Chris, where KG is going to start to enforce his will as far as running the football like they've done, and Lawley was able to pick up the 1st down that time.
So what's that say about Sioux Falls head coach Curtis Ricks willing to just, you know what, Drew Powell, you need to go play?
A guy who is super talented as he is, he could have easily been selfish and kept him and went on and let him thrive, and look what he's done.
The only part that Curtis Ricks did not envision was Powell beating him last year in the United Bowl and possibly again here this year.
Oh, yeah.
And that Storm defense swarms to the ball, bringing down Amos. So it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Rattlers.
Had a pretty good looking play for a second there, and everything closed up really quick that time. As you can see that time, my good old guy Claude Davis that time running to the football as well.
Claude Davis, 2nd team All-IFL performer the past 3 years.
Led the team with 5.5 sacks this year, and just a well-rounded football player as well.
Yeah, in the 2nd meeting this season against Arizona, Davis led the Storm with 8 tackles. 2nd and goal from the 2. Handoff, and Lawley gets upended. Great penetration there by the Storm, and it's Trey Wofford coming up to make the play. He's having a quick little conversation with Jared Harrington, and the arms go up like I didn't do anything.
He did what he's supposed to do, though. Anytime you get that lineman coming out on you, you submarine him. You got to go underneath him, because if the lineman gets his hands on you, you're done. And that time he was able to trip up Lawley as well, as he was able to get up under Lamar Mady as Mady was trying to come out and get that block.
So we've got a 3rd down here from the 2. Powell's going to keep it up the middle. Still on his feet, gets brought down short of the goal line. A big stand, and it's Claude Davis making the play.
Had a good-looking play there for a second, Chris. Good old quarterback keeper all the way, makes a cut. Claude Davis was able to come off the block and keep him out of the end zone.
So that's going to bring up a big 4th down here from the 1. Talked about how winning the line of scrimmage was going to be key here tonight. Well, here we go.
Oh, yeah. And obviously this is 4-down territory. There's no way they were going to kick a field goal. They're going for it.
4th and goal. Powell's going to keep it. Races to the end zone. Touchdown, Rattlers. Drew Powell keeps it himself. Takes it to the outside for the score.
And walks in the end zone that time. Great job that time by Lamar Mady of sealing the end that time. He was able to get outside of Claude Davis that time, and Drew Powell walks in the end zone.
Drew Powell using that speed and athleticism, getting him into some open space, in for the score.
And they caught him in the perfect coverage that time, too. The previous play, Sioux Falls left a guy on the backside. That time they ran everybody over versus a man coverage that time. Drew Powell walks in the end zone.
Extra point is up and good. Arizona takes the lead 21-14. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Well, after the extra point, Randy, things were getting a little chippy out there between Arizona and Sioux Falls. Some beefing going on out there. We had the penalty flag thrown.
The result of the try was the kick was good. After the try, there's a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, 56, Arizona. That penalty will be in the bank. In addition, we have a sideline warning on the Arizona coach for coming inside the numbers during the dead ball period. There is also a sideline warning on the Sioux Falls coach for coming inside the numbers during the dead ball period. That is both their first warnings.
So there you have it. Great explanation there by our referee here tonight, Jim Schaefer.
Oh, it's getting heated down there, though.
Would you expect anything less, though?
Not at all. I would have thought something would have probably transpired already, and there's been little instances where you could see it was getting chirpy leading up to this point. But both teams have done a really good job, though, of not doing anything crazy or doing anything that could put anyone in jeopardy to get kicked out of the game.
We touched on it off the top of the show, Randy. This is only the third year these two teams have been playing each other, but it is a pretty intense rivalry already between Arizona and Sioux Falls. Third straight year they've met in the postseason. So whenever these two teams hook up, there's a lot at stake.
Oh, yeah.
Penalty flag is thrown, and again, great coverage by Arizona. But let's check to see what the penalty flag is for.
I won't speculate on this.
You gonna sit this one out?
I'm gonna sit it out, you know. It is getting very chirpy down there, though, Chris. Like the little things that are going on right now amongst certain matchups in this game, they better keep an eye on it. But cooler heads have to prevail in these type of games.
There is utmost respect between these two teams, these two head coaches, and the way they play the game. But
there's a big but in between.
Don't kid yourself. They're extremely competitive.
There is a big but in between there, Chris, and you can guarantee that both of these guys want to win. And right now, it ain't about their friendship. It's about both of them taking care of business tonight.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 16, late push after the play. That is a 15-yard penalty. In addition, we will add the unsportsmanlike conduct from the previous play that was dead ball that was in the bank. That'll be a half the distance penalty after the first 15. First and 10, Sioux Falls.
There was a penalty before the unsportsmanlike or the dead ball thing even happened. What happened to that penalty? The flag was thrown long before the dead ball unsportsmanlike penalty. So what was the penalty and what was the first
during the
flag?
play?
Yes, during the play there was a penalty. So what happened to that? See, those are the type of things you can't have happen. Like the referees have to be able to get that right. Initially, there was a flag thrown during the play.
During the return.
But they only assessed the two penalties from the dead ball and the previous time.
We talked to Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy last night, Randy. One of the things he told us, got to be disciplined.
Absolutely. And that time, Jared Harrington got a little excited, and he did shove a guy afterwards.
You can't have those kinds of penalties. But if you're Arizona, you can put some pressure on Lorenzo Brown.
Here they
Big
come.
play there for Arizona. Chris Mcallister in on the play.
Chris Mcallister, the sack master. Rattlers did a great job of passing off coverages and receivers that time. He had nowhere to throw the football that time. As you can see, Langford's there, McAllister's there, Diavanzo was there. Everybody's there, yes.
There's a sack party back there for the Rattlers defense. And that's a big play there by Arizona coming off of those penalties, giving the Storm excellent field position to start this drive. Now pushes them out to the 21-yard line.
Sets up a very, very long second down.
Lorenzo Brown dumps it off, ball's up in the air, intercepted by Arizona. Making the play is Devin Cockrell, but we have a penalty flag thrown and it's way back behind the line of scrimmage. And it could be
You'll get something. Oh, I won't speculate.
roughing the passer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Late push. 33 on the defense. Half the distance penalty. Automatic. First down.
What a big penalty that was. Arizona comes up with the interception.
Wow. One of those things, Chris, where they gave him new life. It's unfortunate. It's the discipline that we talked about. They've got to find a way to get it together. Huge play that time, and we knew that you put pressure on Lorenzo Brown, he will throw the ball up at times like that, and that was one of those opportunities, and the Rattlers took advantage of it, but the penalty negated it.
Brandon Shepard. Touchdown for the Storm. So Sioux Falls take advantage of the Arizona penalties.
They're running old jet sweep of their own. That time is Shepard's able to get around the corner that time and dive in the end zone before Bubba Chapman could get to him as well. Penalties, everything helped Sioux Falls out on that drive though, Chris. The Rattlers got to shorten that up, shore that up. They gave him new life by taking him out of second and long and giving him a first down.
Parker Douglas for the extra point. And it is good. So with 7:46 remaining here in the first half, we are tied at 21 in the United Bowl between Arizona and Sioux Falls.
Pizza orders and All Copy Products, your one-stop shop for workplace solutions and the official office solutions provider of The Arizona Rattlers are brought to you by Papa John's. When we win, you win. The day after every Rattlers win, you'll receive 50% off all online pizza orders. And All Copy Products, your one-stop shop for workplace solutions and the official office solutions provider of your Arizona Rattlers. And by Santan Ford. At Santan Ford, it's all about you. And Miller Lite, great tasting, less filling beer. It's Miller time.
There's the return by Jamal Miles. The ball is stripped free. Was he down or was it a fumble?
No, it was a fumble.
Well, let's see who come away with it. Rattlers get the recovery, and it looks like it was number 24 for Arizona, Roland Genesee, making the play. What a big play there by Genesee to fall on that.
Well, they dodged the bullet that time. He's fighting for extra yardage. Strip that ball out of there. Wow, they dodged the bullet that time, Chris.
Absolutely. Coming off the Sioux Falls touchdown. So here we go with under 7.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. And we are tied at 21 in the United Bowl. Powell, plenty of time, delivers, looking for Miles, falls incomplete.
That time you got two guys in the same area too. It makes me think that someone maybe made a mistake on their route that time. You had Amos and you had Miles in the same vicinity of where that ball is being thrown. I see those two guys talking right now as well, so one of them made a mistake on that. But you can see they both sit down in that same route. I think that ball was actually to Amos.
2nd down and 10. Powell, play action, gonna keep it. Penalty flag is thrown as Powell is brought down at the 15-yard line by TJ Neal.
Man, he's a shoestring away from taking that thing for a big, big play. He makes one cut.
10 from the previous spot.
He's almost able to go the distance, but the penalty, of course, would have negated it.
Holding. 56 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So that's going to go against the center, Steve Garola, as we take a look.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I certainly, there's been so many flags, Chris, this first, quarter and a half. Like, they've got to shore it up on both sides of the ball because there's been a lot of penalties tonight.
More than you'd expect to see in the United Bowl, that's for sure. Powell delivers. Touchdown, Arizona!
What a catch.
Calling it in for the spectacular catch is Anthony Amos.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Chris, I mentioned it early. This guy is a veteran. He will make the big play. But look at Powell throw this ball. Look at him throw that ball with Claude Davis bearing down on him where only he could get it. Lindsey had great coverage that time. Amos makes one heck of a catch for the touchdown. Unbelievable.
And that gets this place rocking here at Gila River Arena. Camacho for the extra point. It is good. 5:41 remaining here in the first half. Drew Powell to Anthony Amos. Rattlers on top. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. 5:41 remaining here. First half, Arizona with the 28-21 lead. And this place is fired up. Snake Pit West, Gila River Arena. So glad to be with us here on Fox Sports Arizona Plus.
It is rocking, like you said, in this place right now, Chris. Huge, huge play, though. Great throw and catch that time from Drew Powell to Amos.
You mentioned Jimmy Camacho's family watching from down in Mexico. Kicks it away here. From the goal line. On the return for Sioux Falls, and there is not much room to work with.
Nowhere to go that time.
Powell on the return for the Storm. So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Storm from their own 8-yard line. And again, it is that kickoff coverage unit for the Rattlers.
Which is one of the keys to the game that they spoke about.
Brown in shotgun. Middle of the field. Pass is incomplete.
Broken up that time. Cockrell had pretty good coverage that time. Ball was thrown a little bit behind him that time from Brown. Ford couldn't quite reel that one in.
2nd down and 10.
You're at a critical point in the game right now, Chris, where momentum's kind of going back and forth. And where the Rattlers have been great at all season is finding a way to stifle that momentum, especially with the defense. They need their defense to come up with a stop here and change the momentum completely of this game.
Rattlers defense led the league in turnovers and sacks. And it's Nick D'Avanzo coming up to make the play.
Starting to put a lot of pressure on Lorenzo Brown right now. They may call him down on that one. Thought they may call an intentional grounding.
And the ball made it to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down.
So it is going to be just the incomplete pass.
Nick D'Avanzo, though, we spoke to him yesterday. He's getting after the quarterback, doing what he does best. Motor never stops, Chris. I'm talking never. Even during the interview yesterday, you can sense, he had the feel just his motor never stops, And he is turning it up a notch right here. 3rd down, 3rd and long. Look for these guys, him and Mcallister both, with Langford coming hot up the middle to put pressure on him this time.
3rd down and 10. Brown fires. Catch is made somehow. Looked like it went through the hands of Dylan Winfrey and able to haul it in.
Oh my God, Winfrey.
Was Brandon Shepard. He actually landed in the lap of former Diamondbacks all-star outfielder Luis Gonzalez.
Wow.
He's down there in the front row somewhere, I'm being told.
Dylan Winfrey has great coverage. He runs this route for Shepard. He's just a little, Winfrey needed to be about 5'10", 5'11" that time, Chris, and he's got an interception, probably running it back for a touchdown. Great coverage. Just was not able to make the play that time.
There's the pitch to Damian Ford. Not much there.
Yeah, not much at all, as Bubba Chapman and Langford were able to corral in that time. But back to the previous play, Chris, just a great coverage by Dylan Winfrey that time, and knowing in 3rd and long what Sioux Falls like to do in those situations, completely jumps the route, but's not able to make that play.
Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Rattlers with the 28-21 lead in the United Bowl. Brown trying to avoid the pressure. Lets it go. Catch is made by Damian Ford, and it goes right through the hands of Bubba Chapman. We talked with Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy last night. He said the defensive backs are going to have to be able to make plays here tonight.
Yes, they are, and they've done a great job of having great coverage tonight, but at the point of impact, they're just not able to make those plays at the point of impact. And you mentioned it. Kevin Guy said they were going to play a lot of man tonight because they wanted to load the box also on Sioux Falls. And the Rattlers have shown they're very well capable of handling these guys one-on-one. They just have to make those plays at the point of impact.
Another first down for the Storm. Pitch to Shelby. It's going to be a pickup of about 6 there for Kent Shelby, the wide receiver out of McNeese State.
That time as Cockrell comes up to the lower, a huge hit on him. Shelby was able to avoid him just a little bit. Cockrell still brings him down, but he's able to avoid that big contact.
And we have hit the 1-minute warning here in the first half. We'll take the break. Arizona leading Sioux Falls 28-21 in the United Bowl. We'll be right back right here on Fox Sports Arizona Plus.
The Arizona Rattlers are brought to you by Spooner Physical, transforming our community's physical therapy and hand therapy needs for 25 years. Experience health in motion for yourself. And Tea of a Kind. Stop, rethink your drink, hydrate with Tea of a Kind. And by Lola Cocktail Lab and Eatery at Westgate, the Arizona Rattlers official post-game party headquarters. And Casino Arizona. The hottest gaming action is at Casino Arizona in Talking Stick Resort.
And welcome back, everybody. Make sure you stay with us at halftime. Coming up here from Gila River Arena, we'll catch up with Rattlers owner Ron Schertz. We'll also have first half stats and highlights. And Lindsey Smith will catch up with Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy and get his thoughts on the game. And we now take a look at the Storm head coach Curtis Riggs, as his offense now has a big second down here. 1 minute remaining, first half. Brown's gonna keep it up the middle, touchdown, Sioux Falls. Lorenzo Brown, as that Rattlers defense just parted for him, and he just rolls right in.
Yeah, they had a perfect play on, perfect call that time as they caught the Rattlers shifting to the strong side of the field, and Brown is able to find a little seam, a little gap, and take it in for the touchdown.
Great play call coming out of the timeout there by Curtis Riggs. And we are an extra point away from being all tied up once again.
Chess match, just like we thought.
And the extra point, it is up, it is good, and we have another penalty flag thrown. We got flags flying from every direction here in the first half. And this is the second time we've had a flag on an extra point.
Yeah, but this last one here, there's no way there should be a flag on that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
As they gather.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm a referee, but, you know.
And Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy, he's curious to hear what the call is.
Unbelievable, though.
Sioux Falls kicker Parker Douglas, by the way, he is the all-time leader in the IFL for career points, field goals made, PATs made, and PAT attempts. So he's had himself quite a career in the IFL.
That's that Sioux Falls legacy that Curtis Riggs got going on. You know, they've been top team for so long, scoring a ton of points, doing a ton of stuff. He's right in the thick of it.
The try is good. There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, 15 on the offense. Running into the kicker, 92 on the defense. Those penalties will offset. By rule, the try is good.
And so there you have it.
Okay.
We had about 2.5 minutes worth of meetings with the officials for offsetting penalties. The extra point is good, and we are tied at 28 with just under a minute remaining here in the first half.
1 minute rule. It wouldn't surprise me, though, if there's a couple of more touchdowns scored, though, Chris, in between this 1 minute rule, because both of these guys are really good at managing the clock right around this time.
Well, Randy, you'd expect nothing less between Arizona and Sioux Falls in a playoff game. It was the Rattlers who beat the Storm in the 2017 United Bowl. And then last year, the Storm beat the Rattlers in the Intense Conference Championship game in overtime. Tied at 28 here, late in the first half. Douglas is going to kick this one deep. And it is Harrington with the return. Got a full head of steam. Finally gets brought down just past the 20-yard line. But you can see him picking up momentum there.
Oh, yeah. He had a hole there for a second. Sioux Falls was able to close it up on him rather quickly. And he's been electric this year on kickoff, you know. But they've done a good job of not letting him get into a huge space where he has to foot race and someone's trying to catch him, because the guy, he's one of those players, Chris, who can take it the distance in the blink of an eye. Him or Jamal Miles.
Yes. Harrington this season has returned 2 kickoffs, 4 touchdowns. So 51 seconds remaining first half. Arizona and Sioux Falls each still with all 3 timeouts. And there is Harrington making the catch, and Drew Powell making the smart play there. And that's one of the things that Coach Guy talked about. Drew Powell, just play within himself. Make the plays that you can make and take what the defense has given you.
Oh, yeah, just a little pitch and catch is all that was.
Powell takes off. He's got room to work with. Still on his feet, Drew Powell. Gets himself out of bounds just outside the 10-yard line. First down, Arizona. 23 seconds remaining.
Great job here of pulling it down. Nowhere to go with the football. Makes one cut, gets out of bounds. Thought it was going to be a late hit right there. Guess that wasn't a late hit.
TJ Neal coming over to
introduce
make
himself
sure
to him.
Drew Powell was out of bounds. Allow me to introduce myself.
Yeah.
23 seconds remain. Arizona with all 3 timeouts. Powell finds the receiver. Harrington gets the ball out of bounds. And looks like we got Big John and Michelle there trying to steal the ball from Harrington.
Oh, they're always in the house. I even saw my good friend Peanut, who usually runs with John and Michelle. I saw him earlier. I don't know where he crept off to. His seats are probably somewhere else. But John and Michelle have been a part of this legacy for quite a while now. And great, great people.
And they are as loyal as they come.
Yes, they are.
To the Arizona Rattlers. Clock stops, just 20 seconds remain. Second and goal. Powell's going to keep it. Gets the ball out of bounds. Nowhere to go for Drew Powell. And look at Charles Williams still trying to rip the ball away from Drew Powell.
As touchy as the refs have called this game so far, I'm surprised. Like, yeah, we didn't see, you know. They have called it really tight, really touchy.
And you even saw Storm teammates come over to Williams and pull him off like, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
As Williams had a quick little conversation with head coach Curtis Riggs as well. No need to get stupid penalties.
Mm-hmm. Big third down here, though, Chris.
And the ball is going to be marked at about the 7-yard line, 15 seconds remaining. Arizona still with all 3 timeouts. Ball's on the ground, Powell finds it. And he just gets tripped up and falls down. Not what Arizona was looking for on 3rd down. As Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy allows the clock to run down before calling the timeout with just under 2 seconds remaining.
Yeah, got themselves in a situation where
Arizona.
he wasn't able to handle the snap. Nowhere to go with the football, and then by that time, Sioux Falls was bearing down on him as well.
Take another look here.
Yeah, mishandled the snap, yeah, and by the time he picks it up, then he stumbles right there. Just nowhere to go with the ball. They still leave themselves, though, in position to pick up points here at the end of the half.
So looks like Arizona's going to go for the field goal with Jimmy Camacho.
Maybe.
As Coach Guy is going to call the unit over. Touchdown off the top, Randy. Kicking game was going to be huge here tonight.
Yes.
Here's the opportunity for Jimmy Camacho. He was 5 of 11 on the season, a long of 43 yards.
Yes.
And this one is going to be from 32 yards. And the kick is up.
That's money.
And it is good. Jimmy Camacho knocks it through the uprights as the first half ends. And it is Arizona with the lead at the half in the United Bowl, 31-28. It's halftime in the United Bowl here at Gila River Arena, presented by Casino Arizona, where locals rule. Where the Arizona Rattlers lead the Sioux Falls Storm by a score of 31-28. Chris Harris here, and I'm so glad to be joined right now by Rattlers owner Ron Schertz. And Ron, what a wild first half. Your thoughts on what you saw out there?
I'll tell you what, I mean, I'm kind of worn out already. That was fun, right? And I actually thought the Rattlers actually kind of got the best of them for the first half, even though the score doesn't represent that. But they got after them, and Kevin's got them tuned up.
Certainly some missed opportunities there in the first half for Arizona, you thought?
There was, you know, and there's some kind of strange penalties there, but it's part of the game. And get that pick, that pick happens, all of a sudden now we go by 2. So, but we get the ball coming out, right? So we're kind of up 1 possession right now.
So here we are in the United Bowl in Arizona. Your thoughts on what it's been like to host the United Bowl weekend?
You know what, our staff, Chris Preston, they've done a great job this week, and all the owners are here for the other teams, and they're so appreciative of what we've been able to do. And then to see this crowd here today, I mean, we're pretty full, right? And it's got the towels going, so it's kind of a fun place.
Now, your thoughts on the season, going for the perfect 16-0, also had the 91 points, the most ever scored in franchise history in a game, first shutout. 9 Rattlers players made the All-IFL team, but I want to touch on Franchise of the Year for the IFL, as well as the best fan base, as well as the best dance and cheerleading team. What's that mean to you to earn those honors?
Well, you know me pretty well. That's all great. We want another ring. And so, I mean, congratulations to those guys. They've done a great job, and I'd rather go 10-4 and win the ring, right? So, well, if you can do it all, though, let's do it all.
along those lines, now since you became the owner in 2011, the Rattlers have made it to the title game 7 of those 9 years, won 4 championships, but have not won a league championship here in Arizona. What would it be like to get it done here tonight?
It's really about Kevin, right? Having Kevin hoist that trophy here tonight, pretty special.
Take a look at some of those numbers we just spoke of. Absolutely incredible. The sustained excellence that's happened here at Arizona. When people think about Arizona from the outside, this Rattlers organization, what do you want them to think of?
I mean, first of all, we're first class. We do everything first class, and we grind it, and we're good people, and we put a good product on the field. We take care of our fan base, and, and win some championships along the way.
Thank you so much for the time, Ron Schertz, and hopefully we're going to see you after the game on the field hosting the trophy once again.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to step aside for a quick break. It's halftime here in the United Bowl. Arizona leading Sioux Falls 31-28. We'll be right back.
Welcome back inside Gila River Arena for the 2019 United Bowl. The Arizona Rattlers currently lead the Sioux Falls Storm 31-28. Well, hi everyone, I'm Lindsay Smith, and it has been an incredible season for the Arizona Rattlers, whether it's going undefeated in the regular season for the first time ever, scoring the most amount of points in a game with 91, or notching their first ever shutout in franchise history. There is no denying this season has been a special one.
I think this team is resilient. I think this team is very talented, but I think guys know when to lock in. I think we got a lot of guys that want to go to the next level, want to be the best of their career, not just a bunch of guys that just are comfortable. We got guys that's hungry, striving, a lot of young guys. So I think that's the strength of our team is just everybody's hungry, everybody wants to kind of one up the next man, and that's what you need. Competition, iron sharpens iron. So I think that's the identity of this team.
A lot of people got hurt, and the way this team adapted with the players that we have here and the players that came in, we handled a lot of adversity, and I think that will to even just push and even go to the next game and win by the big margins or set the records and stuff was just a testament that we have a strong will and we have a strong mental focus on our team.
Simply, it's very hard to be undefeated and to be 15-0. It's definitely a blessing, but it's definitely hard work and it takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And man, we're just so fortunate to be in the position that we are, and we're ready to go get a championship and bring it back to the Rattler Nation.
Well, the hard work and blood, sweat, and tears is not over with. We still have one more half of football coming up. And guys, they all said that it would be the icing on the cake to bring home this championship for the first time in 22 years right here at home. Stay with us. Coming up next, we'll see first half highlights.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime here in the United Bowl at Gila River Arena. Arizona leading Sioux Falls by a score of 31-28. Take a look now at some of the first half highlights from this one. Lorenzo Brown early on finding forward for the score. Then there's that special teams, the kickoff coverage unit for the Rattlers, making the big play here.
Yeah, Merriweather was able to strip him. Des Stewart comes up with the fumble. Sioux Falls comes right back and drops the big play over the top to Shepard. Drew Powell sneaks it in right outside the end zone. Shepard's able to score another touchdown on the jet sweep of their own. Powell's able to throw a dart in of his own to Anthony Amos as he catches it over Lindsey in the back of the end zone. An exciting first half as Lorenzo Brown takes it in. We wrap up, of course, with Jimmy Camacho kicking a field goal to give the Rattlers a 3-point lead here at halftime.
And there is still more to come here at halftime. United Bowl, Rattlers with the lead, 31-28. We'll be right back right here on Fox Sports Arizona Plus. Welcome back, everybody. Gila River Arena, halftime here in the United Bowl. Arizona Rattlers leading the Sioux Falls Storm by a score of 31-28. And let's now take a look at the first half stats from this one.
As you can see, first downs are pretty even. Rush yards are actually fairly even as well. Sioux Falls has a slight lead in passing yards, but this is a very even game, and we thought it would be that way coming into this game as well, Chris.
Your thoughts on what you saw there in the first half, Randy, and
what
do you expect to see in the second half?
I like how Arizona created this momentum early on in the game, and like I said, they went out and punched Sioux Falls in the mouth, and then Sioux Falls comes right back and responds to it. There's not a lot of teams who's responded to Arizona in that way, but overall, Arizona has played a well-rounded football game on both sides of the ball. Sioux Falls comes back, and they've the big play. Sioux Falls has had the big plays tonight to create energy and keep up with Arizona in this game. They're going to have to continue to do that in the second half.
Well, let's now take a look again at the keys to the game, revisit that. and see how that matched out with what we saw there in the first half.
You know, number one, of course, was control the line of scrimmage, and I think at times Arizona did that, but Kevin Guy would like to do that a lot more. Play discipline. I think discipline kind of went out the window for a while.
A lot of
both
penalties.
sides. Lots of penalties. You know, no penalties, no mental mistakes. You know, but it's sort of expected in a game like this, but not to that extreme. And then, of course, last one, special teams be special. Kicking game, Camacho closed out the half with the field goal to give them a lead. And now the Rattlers get the ball coming back out of halftime, so you want to create that momentum. But so far, the big thing, Chris, is out of those keys to the game, both teams, especially Arizona, has to be more disciplined when it comes to penalties.
All right, we're going to step aside for a quick break. Still more to come here at halftime at the United Bowl. Rattlers with the lead. We'll be right back.
First team All-IFL selection 6 times in his storied career.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime here at the United Bowl.
No Stanley's left.
Rattlers with the lead, 31-28. As the 2019 IFL Hall of Fame class is being brought out for a celebration at midfield right now. As we now take a look at the tail of the tape, we touched on it, Randy, the rivalry between these two teams. It just started back in 2017. It's not a long rivalry, but I tell you what, it's a pretty heated one already.
It's very heated, you know, and you look at both coaches of each of these teams, and there's no secret why it is the way it is, you know, but this thing is only going to heat up more and more as the season goes on and in the years pass, but you know, Arizona leads the overall series 5-2 right now. As you can see, they lost to Sioux Falls last year trying to make a consecutive trip to the United Bowl. And here they are again facing off in 2019 for the championship as well.
So take me inside Sioux Falls locker room and Curtis Riggs. What's the message to his team in the second half?
I've got to believe, Chris, that the message to his team is to go out and execute. Don't make the mental mistakes. Understand that we're going to have to overcome some adversity in this game because Arizona is going to put that type of pressure on you. However, we have to withstand that adversity, and we have to match their energy. As long as we do that, we have a chance to possibly win this game in the end.
And then for Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy, message to his team.
I believe he told his team, like, look, we're not playing Rattler football. We're creating mistakes. We're giving them second chances. Let's go out and let's play like we're capable of playing and let everything else take care of itself.
So one of the big storylines coming into tonight's game is the fact that Arizona Rattlers have not won a league championship here in Arizona since 1997. Kevin Guy has won 4 titles here in Arizona. All of them were on the road. As somebody who was on the last team to win a title here in Arizona with the Rattlers, what was that like?
It's one of those things, Chris, where it was an emotional, just full of joy. As that clock ticked down, I remember jumping up on the sideline like sidewalls and standing out in front of that crowd as they're going crazy. Just an amazing feeling.
All right, let's now send it down to the field where Lindsey Smith is standing by with Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. Take it away, Lindsey.
Thank you, Chris. Well, Coach, what was the message at the half to your team in terms of gaining a little bit more momentum here in this game?
Well, we get the ball first coming out the second half. We got the field goal at the end, so we got a chance to get up 2 possessions here. But, I just told them at halftime, look, we're playing them and the referees right now, okay? We got to take the emotion out of the game and just settle down. And, we've been a dominant team all year. We got to be dominant for 30 more minutes.
What were the biggest adjustments you stressed at the half?
Well, we're going to take advantage of them triggering on some of our empty sets. So, they're trying to blitz with some of their corners and stuff. So we'll look at that. But, at the same time, we just got to do a better job of executing.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck. Guys.
Thank you so much, Lindsay, and Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. And Randy, your thoughts, we just heard there from Coach Guy.
He's exactly right. Like, we touched on it, Chris, too, as far as the refs and the way things are going, and that sometimes you have to let them play. It takes me back to the NBA games, and this isn't a basketball game. Like, football's a physical game, and sometimes you got to let them play. And I think tonight has been one of those instances in the first half where the refs kind of controlled the tempo and the way everything went with penalties. But he said it. They have to execute. They're not playing Rattler football, and they're not dominating like they have. And if they go out and do that, I'm sure he likes his chances of going on to win this football game.
Well, this Rattlers team certainly is a lot different than what it was to start the year. They had 40% turnover in their roster since the start of the season here in Arizona, between guys being knocked out with season-ending injuries, some other guys going to play in different leagues. What Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy has been able to do with this team and get them to 15-0 and on the brink of a United Bowl title has been nothing short of incredible.
Nothing short of incredible. And it's just a testament to the players. It's a testament to the what they're able to do to go out and take a player who maybe played for another team, but he competed, but he didn't excel like he does when he gets into the Rattlers organization. And I always attributed it that, Chris, too. There's a big difference between players that compete and players that excel. And he's able to take a group of guys who, like I said, are just ordinary players and then have them excel. And that's why with all the turnover, with the 40% roster change, they're still in the championship for the season this year.
You know what's impressive is the buy-in. He gets these players to buy in to the Rattler way and the Rattler culture. And if they don't, guess what? They're gone.
And it's not just Kevin Guy. It's the players as well. You put him around those guys, and if a guy is not what he's supposed to do and do what he's supposed to do, they hold him accountable as well. And as a unit, that's how you have to be to have success, and that's why they're so successful.
So we're getting ready now for the second half here in the United Bowl, Gila River Arena. And this place is rocking once again. Terrific crowd here for the title game in the IFL.
It has been awesome tonight, Chris, to see all of these fans come out. This place is almost packed to capacity tonight, but look at the towels and, just the energy that the fans create. These fans have been around for 25, 26 odd years, how long it's been around, and this has been just a great run for this Rattlers organization.
And here we go to start the second half. Douglas to kick it away. And Jamal Miles is deep for Arizona. He's going to field this one off the hop. Jamal Miles, not much room to work with. He just takes it over to the dasher boards.
Yeah, had nowhere to go. Picked up what he could, and here comes this Rattlers offense. And they can make a statement right now by driving this ball down and scoring a touchdown on the first drive of this half.
What did you see from Drew Powell in that first half?
I saw a little bit of emotion in the first half. He was really excited when he entered this game, and he missed a couple of throws. He made a couple of mistakes, but hopefully now he's had a chance to reflect on that. He's settled down. Now he'll go out and play ball like he's capable of playing.
So the Rattlers offense will start from their own 14. Beautiful job there by Jared Harrington, still on his feet. Harrington down the sidelines, cuts it back. Big run there by Jared Harrington. What a way to start the second half for Arizona.
Chris, he is electric. He makes a great cut. Nowhere to go. You think he's going to be tackled for a loss, and he makes one cut and he hits that thing and takes off. Great job, great run. Look at Drew Powell out in front of him blocking for him. Like, just amazing, amazing effort that time.
Jared Harrington, the leading receiver for the Rattlers this season, getting it done on the ground as well. First and goal for Arizona. Powell's going to keep it, nowhere to go. And making the play for the Storm is Charles Williams.
That play didn't look good from the beginning, though. He bobbled the snap. He couldn't get it clean. They wanted to run the jet sweep to Amos that time, and Drew just didn't field the ball clean. And so it disrupted the flow of the play. So he's got to settle down, and that ball is coming in really hot from Garola as well. So that's something that they got to keep an eye on.
And Drew Powell dropped a snap at the end of the first half that cost them a possible touchdown opportunity. Powell, complete, touchdown, Miles! Jamal Miles with his second touchdown of the night, the first one on the ground, this time through the air.
A dual threat, Chris. I don't know how Powell got that ball through the hands that time. You know, he had 3 linemen in front of him. Claude Davis puts his hands up, and he almost kind of sidearms it a little bit. Miles able to reel it in and take it in the house, take it in the end zone for a touchdown.
So a great opening drive to the second half here for the Rattlers. Extra point is up and good. 12 and a half minutes remaining here, third quarter. Rattlers up by 10. We'll be right back.
The Arizona Rattlers are brought to you by Papa John's. When we win, you win. The day after every Rattlers win, you'll receive 50% off all online pizza orders. And All Copy Products, your one-stop shop for workplace solutions and the official office solutions provider of your Arizona Rattlers. And by Santan Ford. At Santan Ford, it's all about you. And Miller Lite. Great tasting, less filling beer. It's Miller time.
There's the kickoff. And there is that coverage unit once again for Arizona.
And they're all offensive players. Miles, Amos, Stewart, Genesee flying down on kickoff.
That's the thing about these players, Randy. You're not a specialist unless you're the quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be able to play some special teams. Maybe once in a while play the other side of the ball that you normally don't play. You got to be versatile to get out there.
That's how it was when we played, Chris.
It's because you were an Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
That's Randy Greatwood, everybody. Rattlers Ring of Honor member, AFL Hall of Famer. There's the pitch to the outside is Kalen Campbell. His first game starting at running back happened in the first meeting of the season, March 31st. And he had a pair of touchdowns, 7 carries, 33 yards. We both looked at each other like,
who is this guy? Yeah.
So this is his first start as your running back?
He's a scat back. I like to call him a scat back. You know, a guy who quick, really quick, changes directions really well. That time, Langford was able to keep him from taking it probably the distance that time.
And you know what else works if you're Sioux Falls? If you're working that side of the field, so you're running behind Forrestall Hickman, first team All-IFL. Goes by the nicknamed Big Country. There's a shot down the field. Shepard hauls it in inside the 5. First and goal for the Storm. And here comes Sioux Falls once again.
What a great throw that time, though, from Lorenzo Brown. He throws that ball before Shepard's even open, puts enough touch on it, and he runs right under it. Great throw and catch. You can see, look at the touch of this ball. He caught, Shepard almost catches the back of it.
First and goal for the Storm. Brown, touchdown, Sioux Falls, but there's a penalty flag down at the goal line. Kent Shelby hauls it in. Well, let's see if the play is going to stand. There's that little jump pass.
Oh yeah, run pass option.
Illegal defense. Number 8. His toes are required to be on the goal line. He had his heels on the goal line. He was inside the defensive belt. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
So the penalty flags continue to fly here. Touchdown is good. Douglas now for the extra point. Douglas out of South Dakota State. And flags flying everywhere. I don't know if I've ever seen so many penalties on extra points.
So many penalties. Just, we may have seen one game earlier where there were more penalties than this, but there has been numerous penalties all over the field tonight.
And Chris Mcallister has given the sign to Coach Kevin Guy, and now one of the officials does as well. It's going to be a holding against the Storm, so that'll push them back.
And this is no longer a chip shot now.
Holding. 15 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat the try.
Every point counts in these championship games, Chris. So now, this is no guarantee anymore.
So now this extra point is going to become a 28-yard extra point. And as you say, it's no chip shot. The crowd trying to make their presence known. And Douglas knocks it through. Arizona 38, Sioux Falls 35. Early third quarter. We'll be right back.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back inside Gila River Arena. Well, guys, I've got a really cool close-up look for you. Tonight is our game ball. It's a special commemorative edition United Bowl 2019 Championship Ball. Now, usually the Arizona Rattlers have their very own Arizona Rattlers balls, but these are special for tonight's game only. Now, I've got some really cool inside information for you. Longtime equipment manager for the Arizona Rattlers, Todd Connor, told me that on average this season they have used 32 balls per game. In the past 2 games, they've needed 36 balls for each game. But tonight, they have over 60 footballs here at the arena to make sure fans all across the arena will get some really cool commemorative footballs to take home tonight.
Thank you so much, Lindsay. And I think I just saw Lindsay put that football in her bag right now. Lindsay, we see you down there. I'm going to let Todd Connor know not to take that away. You're not getting that past us.
You know, I tried to negotiate for some balls too, Chris. I asked for 12, but I told him I'd settle for 3.
You'd settle for 3?
I asked for 12, but I negotiated it.
What do you mean you asked for 12?
Yeah, I asked for 12 that I was going to just give away to kids or fans or people in the stands. And I think I negotiated all the way, but I think all I got is 3. That's really not a good job of negotiating, I think, you know.
You're really feeling yourself a little bit if you're asking for 12 balls, Randy Greatwood.
Yeah, but, you know, it's for the kids. It's for the fans.
Okay. As long as it's for the kids, for a good cause.
Yeah.
Catch is made by Amos. Anthony Amos, you mentioned it earlier on. Just he's such a great veteran presence, playmaker for this receiving corps. Started off the year, you know, with Arizona, then he bounced over to the AAF, spent some time at the Hot Shots, made his way back over here to the Rattlers, and he's been a welcome
what a luxury to have him
addition back to the team for sure. Powell, Miles, first down, Arizona. Moving the chains.
Yep, and that's all Arizona's doing right now. Sioux Falls sits back in this shell of a coverage to try to prevent the big play. So Drew Powell is doing exactly what he has to do. Take what they're giving you, get the ball to the open guy, work your way down the field. You get in the red zone, then you do what you do best, jet sweep, runs, those type of things, quarterback draws. But a great job of just executing right now, the simple, the little things.
1st and 10. Jet sweep. Amos still on his feet. Big run there by Anthony Amos. And what a great job by the big guys up front, creating a lane for Amos. He cuts it upfield and makes the most of it.
Oh, yeah, he hits that thing downhill that time. Look, one cut, and now it's north-south. Stiff arms, you know, stiff arms guy, Jermaine Robinson, and almost broke loose. I thought for a second he was going to break loose from it.
There was almost a little horse collar on the play there.
I thought they may call that
He
too.
shook that off.
Yep.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rattlers from the 11. Powell looks, delivers, incomplete. Great job defensively there for Sioux Falls. Breaking that one up is Jermaine Robinson.
Yeah, that time he was able to get his hands in there. He got away with one too. You know, as you look at Anthony Amos's jersey, his pad and everything is pulled off. His jersey's pulled off, so he got away with one. But great job of using that opposite hand to break that ball up.
Another matchup to keep an eye on here is Drew Powell, the quarterback, and Trey Wofford, defensive back number 2 for Sioux Falls. They were teammates together in 2017 in Nebraska.
Wofford's a great player too.
Powell delivers, incomplete, but almost intercepted. Almost making the play there for the Storm. Looked like it was Neal cutting in there.
And he's got to be careful with that too, Chris. You know, sometimes you got to just throw that ball in the stands. You know, that ball's got to be thrown completely away where nobody else can get it. When you've got a defender bearing down on you and know where to throw the football, sometimes it becomes a souvenir.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down here for Arizona. 3rd and 10 from the 11. Powell has time, delivers to Amos. Gets knocked into the dashboard, so it's going to be decision time for Arizona head coach Kevin Guy. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Rattlers from about the 6-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down and 5.
It's that shell that we talked about earlier. You know, they sit back and they give you all the underneath stuff. They drop, you know, guys in the coverage, in the lanes, and they try and get you to make a mistake by doing that. And now they've got Arizona in a situation where it's 4th and 5 where they can still get a 1st down if they get near the end zone. But Arizona, let's see what they got dialed up right here, Chris.
He's going to go for it, 4th down. Powell delivers. And they're saying it was incomplete. Incomplete. is going to be the call. Looked like
they missed.
It
they
looked
blew
like
it.
the Storm.
Oh,
Let's
they
take
blew
another
it.
look.
Yeah, they blew it, though. That was clearly a pass interference, so he's all over his back before the ball gets there, though.
So Jermaine Robinson goes over the top on Harrington. No call. So a big stand by that Storm defense as that Arizona drive stalls at the Storm 6-yard line, and that is where the Sioux Falls offense will take over with just under 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
A good job by Sioux Falls defense, though, putting them in a situation where they had to go for it, and it wasn't a 4th and short, but they got off the field in the end. That's all you want.
Jet sweep here for the Storm, and it is Kent Shelby breaking some tackles and picking up the first down for the Sioux Falls.
Picking up the first down and giving them some breathing room back there. I didn't think that play was going to get much at first, and he was able to get a first down out of it.
Tell you what, a big addition to this Storm offensive line is the center, Lawrence Martin. He did not play in the first meeting this season against Arizona. He was out, and the Storm had issues offensively, just getting the snap back to Lorenzo Brown. That really slowed down their offense in that matchup. No such issues here tonight as Brown goes up top, and he overthrows everybody, and another penalty flag is thrown, and there was nobody within striking distance to bring in that ball.
Unbelievable.
Penalty flag is thrown.
Kevin Guy was right when he talked about out of halftime. I'm sorry. Like, unbelievable.
Pass interference. Defense, number 27.
Wow.
15-yard penalty. Automatic. Push down.
Another look.
Yeah, this isn't a PI. You got to let him play. Cockrell actually has pretty good coverage. He just turns himself around. But that's one of those ones where unbelievable. Yeah, they're in a battle right now.
So another penalty.
That's sad.
Another penalty against Arizona gives the Storm the first down, and the crowd is now voicing their displeasure.
Wow, unbelievable.
Over the call, or you could say calls, here this evening against the Rattlers. And you mentioned it as well with Arizona coach Kevin Guy kind of voiced his opinion there.
It's a shame. It's a shame, though, when that helps determine, certain situations in the game. That's ridiculous.
Carry there by Campbell. Yeah, you certainly don't want the officials to get in the way here in the United Bowl. Let the players play.
Yeah, not in the championship game. Like certain things, you got to be professional about it on every aspect. And unfortunately tonight, there's just been some things that happened that should not happen.
Pickup of about 4 on the play, so it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Brown hits Shelby, cuts it back inside, cutting across the field is Shelby. Picks up the first down, and he gets brought down by Bubba Chapman, so it's going to be 1st and goal, Sioux Falls from the 7.
Shelby's able to make something out of nothing that time, breaks a tackle, picks up a block that time from Shepard as well on Cockrell. Picks up the first down, like you said, sets up a 1st and goal. Rattler's going to have to dig deep and limit him maybe possibly to a field goal.
Rattlers defense needs to make a stand. Lorenzo Brown's going to keep it. Coming up to make the tackle is Bubba Chapman, but not before Lorenzo Brown gets it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal.
We spoke about overcoming a little bit of adversity at some point during the game. Both teams are going to have to do that,
And we've got Baron Poole checking in on the defensive front for Arizona.
Looks like Langford got a little banged up that time too. He hobbled off, holding his, it's like a leg injury. Maybe Lindsay can get a report for us on that.
2nd and goal. Handoff, Campbell, touchdown, Storm.
Campbell takes a little handoff, left side, walks in the end zone that time, and Sioux Falls has created some momentum now. Great job of executing.
Yep, and for Campbell, that is his first touchdown of the night, and that is the first lead for Sioux Falls since it was 7-0 early on. Douglas for the extra point. Extra point, it is up, and it is good. So Sioux Falls back off the top here in the United Bowl. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. United Bowl here at Gila River Arena. And it is Sioux Falls back on top. They lead the Rattlers by score 42-38. Minute and a half remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
Got a good one tonight.
Take a look at the Rattlers all IFL first team performers. A couple guys on that offensive line. 3 defensive players, and Jimmy Camacho, the kicker. And how about Devontae Merriweather, the IFL's defensive player of the year. Douglas kicks it away. Harrington to return it for Arizona. Cuts it up the middle. Harrington on the run. Still on his feet. Jared Harrington. Touchdown, Arizona. What a return by Jared Harrington. Rattlers back on top.
Electric. The one word to describe him, electric, boy. We talked about it earlier. Overcoming adversity, creating energy through kickoff. One of the keys of the game. Special teams be special. And boy, was he special that time. Great job that time by Harrington, taking that thing the distance.
Jared Harrington, his 3rd touchdown return of the season. As we take another look, what a return by number 16.
And great blocking on it that time, too.
Extra point is up, and it is good. There's Jared Harrington, getting a little celebration with the fans. And speaking of Jared Harrington, let's now take a look at the 2nd team Rattlers players for the All-IFL team. And there is Jared Harrington right there, was also named the IFL's most improved player. And you know what? I think Sioux Falls would agree with that right now.
And you can see why. You know, he's been all over the field tonight. Kickoffs, running, catching, everything. He's the energy of that group offensively. And he plays the game, Chris, with a chip on his shoulder. And you can't ask him to do any more than what he's doing tonight. The Rattlers got to find a way now defensively to do what they do best and see if they can't overcome some of the adversity that Sioux Falls is putting on them right now offensively.
Now, we just heard from Lindsey Smith just a couple moments ago about United Bowl footballs, the commemorative balls. Mentioned earlier, I had a chance to talk to Jared Harrington's father before the game, and he said he's been to every game the last 2 years. He has yet to get a ball from Jared. He's like, he told him, you got to get me one here tonight. Well, and I hope Jared was looking for his father after returning that kickoff for the touchdown.
He flipped that thing up to the stand, so Dad won't be getting that one.
What a beautiful play there. Special teams again making the big hit.
Jamal Miles going down on special teams. Pinning him down inside the 10-yard line. Make Sioux Falls go the distance of the field again.
And we have a penalty flag down at the 10-yard line. And Randy, you just gave me a look like you're surprised when I said there was a flag down.
No comment. No comment, Chris. No comment.
Number 24, half the distance penalty. 1st and 10, Sioux Falls.
So that will push the Storm back inside their own 5-yard line. And this Rattlers kickoff coverage team has consistently done a great job of getting down the field and making this Sioux Falls offense use almost the entire field.
Yes, they have. Absolutely.
To try to get down to put points on the board. Brown handles the high snap with one hand. What an athletic play by Lorenzo Brown, handling that ball on his own goal line. That could have been big trouble for the Storm.
We talked about the athleticism he has early on in the pregame show, and he showed a little bit of it there. A great job of, because like you said, that could have been disastrous as this quarter comes to an end.
And we are through 3 quarters here in the United Bowl. Arizona leading Sioux Falls 45-42. The 4th quarter when we come back right here on Fox Sports Arizona Plus.
Referees. How does that happen?
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set for the 4th quarter here in the United Bowl at Gila River Arena. Rattlers leading the Storm 45-42. Sioux Falls with the ball. Campbell with the carry. fighting for the first down.
He might have got it.
Looks like he's going to get it. Merriweather in on the tackle for Arizona. And they now move the chains.
It was close, but boy, was he fighting for it.
The ball now at the 14. Brown setting up the screen to Campbell. Nowhere to go. The Rattlers sniffed that one out. Dylan Winfrey, the first man there to make the play.
Great job by Connor Flagel that time, too, of reading it, turning and running back to the football because it looked pretty good. The setup looked clean for a second. Winfrey was over there as well.
And Connor Flagel, that's a guy we haven't called his name enough. He's been fantastic all season long. And he is such a incredible athlete, so strong, so fast.
Yes, he is.
Able to make plays no matter where you line him up at the nose or you line him up at the end, he can make things happen.
Yeah, you can line him up anywhere on that D-line, and he's pretty good.
Shelby, jet sweep, almost lost his footing there. Able to stay on his feet before Winfrey's there to make the tackle.
Able to squeeze through a little tiny gap there and pick up the first down.
So quick thoughts from you, Randy. 45-42 here, fourth quarter. What needs to happen for Arizona?
They've got to get a stop. They have to find a way to get a stop at some point in this quarter because then the momentum shifts back if they get a stop and they can go down and score. If not, Sioux Falls has the momentum in the quarter here.
Brown rolls out, fires down the field, catch is made, touchdown Sioux Falls, and hauling it in is Kalen Campbell. His second touchdown of the night. First one on the ground, this one through the air. What an adjustment by Campbell to turn around and make the play.
Pretty good play call that time, too, because he runs Campbell out of the backfield and they match him up against Langford, who is a linebacker who is not used to being in coverage like that. Campbell makes a great adjustment, and he's able to bring it in and take it in for a touchdown. That's a play I'm sure that play was probably put in specifically for this game, Chris. I'm not sure if Langford's seen that one.
Well, both teams had 2 weeks to prepare for this game, so you expected some new wrinkles from both teams.
Absolutely.
Extra point by Douglas. It is up and it is good. And I just saw a penalty flag thrown once again. Let's see what this one's for.
Holding, 77. Offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat the try.
So that is the second holding call for Sioux Falls on an extra point this half.
And every point is crucial, Chris, when you have a game like this. So as great as Douglas has been tonight, these are not chip shots.
So it's going to be another 28-yard extra point for Douglas. He made it from this distance in the third quarter. And this one is good. There's a player down for the Rattlers. We'll get you up to date on that. When we come back, Sioux Falls back on top early fourth quarter. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Sioux Falls with the lead over Arizona 49-45 early in the fourth quarter here in the United Bowl. And talked about how kicking was going to be a big part of this game, and both kickers have been getting it done. But how about the career numbers for Parker Douglas?
Wow, that's impressive. Very impressive.
Ranking number 1 all-time in 4 categories. And then he's also third in field goal attempts.
And it looks like this game could come down to a field goal, extra point, something in the kicking game tonight, Chris.
Special teams got to be special to win the big games as that ball goes through the end zone. And along those lines, Randy, last year in the Intense Conference Championship game, Arizona had a 24-yard field goal with 10 seconds left in regulation, basically for the win. They missed it.
Then went out of play. By rule, the ball be placed at the 5-yard line. 1st and 10.
And there is the call from the referee, as they're going to spot the ball at the 5-yard line to finish that thought from last year's game, Randy. So they missed the chip shot field goal at the end of regulation, the Intense Conference Championship game against Sioux Falls. And then in overtime, Rattlers had the ball first, scored a touchdown, had their extra point blocked.
Wow.
And then the Storm had the ball on the next possession, got the touchdown, made the extra point, and that sent the Storm into the United Bowl last year.
Wow. Wow.
And when we talked to Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy yesterday, he said, you know, if it gets late in the game, there's a decision to be made about the kicking game. He's like, he's going to have to think about it a little bit.
I think he's been pretty confident tonight, the way Camacho's been hitting it. But like you said, I think it's going to come down to a play in the kicking game at some point tonight, at least from the looks of it thus far.
And Coach Guy did say he had complete confidence in Jimmy Camacho. Has had a fantastic year. Again, first team All-IFL. He's got all the confidence in the world. He'll get it done here tonight if he needs to. Harrington with the catch on the run, Jared Harrington. And what a playmaker Jared Harrington has been here tonight for Arizona.
Great job of Drew Powell buying more time, too, because initially he had nowhere to go with the football. He was getting a little pressure, moves around a little bit, is able to get the ball to Harrington on the run, and he picks up a big gain that time.
And how about the hustle there by the defensive lineman, Claude Davis, getting downfield to make the tackle. Great hustle there by Davis for the Storm.
Oh, ball's out.
Powell gets bottled up. Ball is loose. And the Storm recover. Penalty flag is thrown. Let's see what the call is. But the play on the field was ruled as a fumble recovery for Sioux Falls, but there might have been a penalty before that. Let's see.
The result of the play is a fumble recovered by Sioux Falls. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 31 on Sioux Falls, removing his helmet and throwing it to the turf. That is a half the distance foul. It will be 1st and 10. Sioux Falls.
So a costly turnover here for Arizona as we take another look.
He strips the ball out right there, and Williams is Johnny on the spot that time.
It was T.J. Neal with the strip, the linebacker. So what a big play there for the Storm. Defense comes up with a big time play. And now they give the ball up to their offense with a 4-point lead. Just over 10 minutes remaining here in the United Bowl. Arizona's defense led the league in forced turnovers. Let's see if they can come up with a play themselves here to get the ball back. Brown finds his receiver, Shepard.
Great job of that time too by Cockrell, because Shepard has been very slippery tonight with yards after the catch. He was able to get him down because that guy has been just remarkable, breaking tackles and slipping tackles and getting extra yardage.
Well, Shepard, he led Sioux Falls in catches this season with 51, and he set a franchise record in receiving yards with 864, had 17 touchdowns, and we've got Sioux Falls head coach Curtis Riggs throwing the challenge flag. I saw him thinking about it there a few moments ago, but now he actually tosses it out there. Let's see what the challenge is for.
Sioux Falls is challenging that there was an illegal twist during the last play. The previous play is under review.
Okay. So the referees are going to go check on that. So 9:17 remaining here, fourth quarter. Official's going to take a look. We'll see if there's a defensive twist on that last play.
Yeah, that's a very crucial possession here.
The all-IFL performers for the Rattlers this season, but Arizona also won some franchise awards this season. And they were also named the franchise of the year. They also got voted the best fan base, and no surprise there, Rattler Nation comes strong.
For real.
Each and every year. And they're also named the best cheerleader and dance team.
Oh, okay. All right.
So some great honors there for the Arizona Rattlers.
Yeah, as they do every year. You know, it's really been a really super cool franchise from the beginning. You know, Jerry Colangelo owned them for quite a while. 10 of my 12 years here, Colangelo owned them, and you're talking just first class all the way. And you know, they had a couple of years in between there where I think, you know, I'm not sure the guys even wanted to have the Rattlers under that umbrella. And then of course Ron Schertz took it over, and he's picked up literally where Jerry left off. He's first class all the way, takes care of the players, make sure everything's good.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed that there is no illegal twist.
So Sioux Falls loses the challenge there. So no penalty against Arizona.
Everybody!
So the ball will remain at the 12-yard line for the Storm.
Chris Harris, I think you and I, the more we're around each other, the more games we do, the more we start to think alike.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Randy.
That's a great quality, Chris.
Brown, incomplete, goes through the hands of his intended receiver, Kent Shelby. So that's going to bring up third down here. Rattlers defense needs to come up with a stop. 9 minutes remaining here in the United Bowl. Rattlers trailing by 4. And
crucial play right here, Chris.
And the crowd comes to its feet, waving the rally towels. Third and 10. The ball at the 12. And we're going to have a timeout before the snap by Storm head coach Curtis Riggs.
Second timeout, Sioux Falls.
That only leaves them with one timeout the rest of the way.
Whew. And we've got 8.5 minutes remaining in this one.
Obviously, he saw something he did not like. Formation, someone was lined up wrong. He wanted to get a substitution in for Campbell as well. It's a big play right here, though, Chris. Big play, because now you have an opportunity to possibly get off the field or have them try a long, long field goal.
Let's now hear from Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy talking about his first team All-IFL defensive end, Nick Diavanzo, hoping here the Rattlers can get a stop. And we'll get to that in just a moment. But the last time the Rattlers played a title game in this building was in 2016.
Yep.
When the Rattlers took on Philadelphia in the Arena Bowl.
Oh yeah, I was here for that game as well.
And Arizona had like 5 turnovers in that game, and it was Philadelphia that came away with the victory in that game. And again, another reason why Coach Guy wants to get a win in this building in Arizona and try to win a title here in front of the home fans who are on their feet here for 3rd and 10. Brown, first down, Sioux Falls. It looked like there might have been some confusion there defensively for Arizona because it didn't look like anybody was even near Brandon Shepard.
Yeah. Sioux Falls caught him in a time where they wasn't ready. They quick snapped him. Arizona was not prepared for it, and he's running wide open down the back sideline before Winfrey could even get to him.
What a huge 3rd down conversion there for the Storm coming out of the timeout. We're under 8 minutes remaining. Ball at midfield. Shelby. Jet sweep, pickup of about 5. Winfrey on the tackle.
There's some confusion going on right now, Chris, in the Rattlers secondary. Like that time, you got guys, no one on that side of the field. They happen to have a run play on, but if they had a pass play on, no one's over there. Lorenzo Brown raises up, and he throws the ball right to Shepard over there. Like they've got to clear up this confusion as far as where to line up, who's got who.
Second down and 6. Brown takes the snap, keeps it, coming up to make the tackle, Dylan Winfrey. Great job there by the defensive back. Second team All-IFL making the big play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Great play that time by Winfrey coming up from the secondary and assuring that he makes that tackle on Lorenzo Brown. They've got to get lined up correctly, though, pre-snap, so that Sioux Falls can't quick snap them and give another first down just by giving it to them. At some point, it's like he talked about, you got to line up, you're going to have to play man-to-man and cover them, and up front, they're going to have to get after him.
3rd down and 5. Jet sweep, Shelby gets knocked into the boards. Big hit there on Shelby, and it's going to bring up 4th down for Sioux Falls. So it's going to be 4th down and 1. Just under 6 minutes remaining.
Ooh, look at this place.
This place is on fire right now. It is electric here at Gila River Arena. Big play here for the Rattlers defense. They got to get a stop. Brown pitches it, Shepard, first down for the Storm. That will move the chains for Sioux Falls. And the clock continues to wind down, just under 5.5 minutes remaining. Another big 3rd down conversion on this drive for the Storm. Shepard cuts it back inside. He's going to get brought down at about the 6. Pickup of 5.
Sioux Falls is content with running the ball right now because Arizona has not showed that they can stop them They're putting them in situations where clock's moving and they're running the football just to knock off as much time as they can before they possibly score a touchdown and go up by 2 possessions.
Just over 4.5 minutes remaining. Pitch left side, coming to make the big play. Dylan Winfrey, and he has been everywhere for this Rattler defense on this drive.
Yes, he has. That's the second time he's came up with a big hit. That time for a 4-yard loss and puts them in a 3rd and long situation and gives them another chance. He shoots the gap and attacks the ball carrier. Yeah, great job that time by Winfrey.
And a great read by Dylan Winfrey. He just shot right in there to make the tackle.
3rd and long again, Chris. Here's another opportunity for them to possibly get off the field.
4 minutes remaining, everybody. This 4-point game in the United Bowl.
And this is man territory here. We're playing man. Like everybody's going to cover one guy. Some confusion.
Brown has time, looking to the end zone. Finally delivers. Touchdown, Sioux Falls. Kent Shelby hauls it in for the touchdown. And the Storm extend their lead.
I mean, he has all day to throw the football that time, Chris. Like, at some point, you're bound to find a guy. Like, no pass rush, nothing they could do about that one. You know, you can ask him to cover for a while, but at some point, there's no way they're going to be able to hold on that long. And Lorenzo Brown does a great job of keeping his poise and finding Shelby, and Shelby makes a catch, even with Winfrey all over him.
Douglas now to try to make it an 11-point game with just under 3 minutes remaining. And it looks like Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy.
Well, the play clock's not even moving. And then they started 10 seconds after it was already going.
Yes.
Like, wow.
Please reset the game clock to 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Start both the play clock and the game clock on my ready for play signal. Thank you.
Good catch there by Kevin Guy, keeping his eye on that.
It even started late again.
Douglas now for the extra point. As you can see, that clock continue to wind down. Extra point is up, and it is good. 2:43 remaining in the United Bowl. Sioux Falls on top of Arizona, 56-45.
The Arizona Rattlers are brought to you by Spooner Physical, transforming our community's physical therapy and hand therapy needs for 25 years. Experience health in motion for yourself. And Tea of a Kind. Stop, rethink your drink, hydrate with Tea of a Kind. And by Lola Cocktail Lab and Eatery at Westgate, the Arizona Rattlers' official post-game party headquarters. And Casino Arizona. The hottest gaming action is at Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort.
.243 remaining here in the United Bowl at Gila River Arena in Glendale. Sioux Falls with the lead over Arizona, 56-45. Douglas to kick it away. Harrington to return. He's already got one touchdown return here tonight. He gets it out to about the, I think they're going to mark him at about the 15-yard line here.
Oh, yeah. They jump him that time.
Well, this Rattlers offense, Randy, led the league this year, just under 63 points per game. Had a game earlier this year, a franchise record 91 points they scored against San Diego. This offense, led by Drew Powell, it is now crunch time, and they need to deliver.
Yeah, they certainly have sputtered at times tonight.
Catch is made by Amos. Gave himself help out of bounds, but clock continues to run. Clock will not stop until they get under the 1 minute warning. So the clock continues to run. Catch is made, Jabri Lawley.
Oh.
And that is somebody whose name we not called too often here tonight.
Not much.
Great
Not
catch
much.
and run there.
Yeah, great play call that time, too. He just right over the top, breaks the tackle. Man, he's almost off to the races that time. He's definitely had a quiet night, though, Chris.
First and goal from the 10 for Arizona. Powell finds the receiver. Catch is made by Harrington. Tackle is made by Robinson. Ball's now down at the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Clock continues to run. Minute 20 remaining.
Gotta go.
As we head towards the 1 minute warning. Powell, and he's gonna get sacked. Drew Powell goes down. TJ Neal is there. And we have hit the 1 minute warning here in the United Bowl. Sioux Falls with the lead over Arizona, 56-45. We'll have the finish when we come back right here on Fox Sports Arizona Plus. Welcome back, everybody. 1 minute remaining here in the United Bowl here at Gila River Arena. Sioux Falls leading Arizona 56-45. And for the Rattlers, it is third down and goal from the 11 after Powell was sacked in the last play. Now Powell is on the run, still on his feet. Touchdown, Arizona. What a run by Drew Powell. And the Rattlers are back in business.
Great effort that time from Drew Powell. Nowhere to go with the football. Takes off, tucks it down, and determined to get into the end zone.
So now Arizona is going to go for the 2-point conversion.
I thought we might see the jumbo package, the big package.
We still might. Rattlers down by 5 will go for the 2-point conversion and try to make it a 3-point game.
Oh, yeah.
With 52 seconds remaining. Now we saw the Rattlers convert a 2-point conversion to beat Tucson during the regular season. Let's see what they can come up with here. Powell's going to keep it, and there is just nowhere to go. And we have got a penalty flag down. Penalty flag is thrown. And judging by the reaction to the Sioux Falls defense, it looks like it might be against them.
Here comes a big package.
The result of the play of the try is no good. However, we have illegal defense. Number 2 on the defense, inside the belt of the goal line, did not have his toes on the goal line heels. Half the distance penalty. Repeat the try.
So Arizona's getting another crack at it, and you mentioned it, Randy. In comes the jumbo package. You're going to have the defensive lineman Connor Flagel along with Chris Mcallister coming in here for the 2-point conversion. So we got a bunch of the big boys up there.
Oh yeah.
As Drew Powell and Kevin Guy come up with the plan. A lot of big bodies out there for the Rattlers.
Gotta hurry. They're gonna get it off.
Play clock winding down. They do get it off. Handoff.
Oh,
Touch. In for the conversion. Jabri Lawley just before the play clock hit 0. A big 2-point conversion there for Arizona, making it a 3-point game. 56-53.
Timeout.
52 seconds remaining.
Jabri Lawley is able to take the handoff that time and enforce his way into the end zone. Here comes the onside kick.
So we have seen Arizona be successful with an onside kick this season.
Oh yeah. Or with 3 timeouts, do you play deep?
What do you do?
I think actually with 52 seconds left, I think we kick it deep. I think we kick it deep and you got 3 timeouts.
It's a long 52 seconds at this point.
The only thing about that is if you do pick up a first down, the chances is up because you've used your timeouts, yes. So let me recant that statement, okay? I'm kicking onside right now. We're going for it.
You're gonna edit that statement out?
Yeah, I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna recant that, and I probably would go onside kick right now.
We have seen the Rattlers be successful with this during the season. And they need another one right now. Rattler Nation on their feet. Their team trailing by 3. 52 seconds remaining. And there's the onside kick by Jimmy Camacho. And the ball is handled by Arizona and Devontae Merriweather. But a penalty flag is down at the goal line.
Offsides. I know you are not calling offsides. I know you are not calling that. Oh.
Let's see what the call is. Perfectly executed by Jimmy Camacho and Devontae Merriweather. But let's see if the play is going to stand. And this is going to be a huge call. You see Kevin Guy stalking the sidelines, making his way towards the officials.
Offside. Kicking team. By rule, Sioux Falls will get the ball at the spot of recovery, the 12-yard line. 1st and 10.
Take another look here.
Come on!
So there was an offsides in there somewhere, apparently, against Arizona. That is a tough, tough call against the Rattlers. Perfectly executed from Jimmy Camacho as we take another look. And you can see up top, there was an offsides. Looked like it was Roland Genesee away from the play. Called for the offside. So the Storm will have the ball inside the 15-yard line. And that ball goes incomplete. And the clock stops with the incomplete pass. 47 seconds remaining. Arizona still has all 3 timeouts remaining. And if they can hold Sioux Falls to a field goal attempt, it'd make it a 6-point game.
And I think that's why Curtis Riggs is actually throwing the football right now, because Arizona has all their timeouts. They're capable of stopping the clock anyway, so the run play is really not effective. But you're still leaving Arizona with timeouts.
So let's see if the Storm decide to run the ball here. And they do. Lorenzo Brown handles the high snap. Gets brought down by Nick Diavanzo, and timeout Arizona. So Arizona used their first timeout of the half. Timeout on the field. We'll take the break as well. 42 seconds remaining. The finish when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. 42 seconds remaining in the United Bowl. Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy hoping his defense can get a stop right here.
Right now.
This is the time.
Biggest play of the game.
3rd down. Brown. Penalty flags. Whistles before the snap. Not sure what the count is on penalties here tonight, but it's
Too many.
It's a pretty high number.
Oh, it's up there. It's definitely up there.
Prior to the snap, false start. Number 80, 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Okay, so that will push the Storm back 5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3rd down at about 12. Another look at the false start. 3rd down and 12. Arizona needing to get a stop. Brown has plenty of time. Still in the pocket. Touchdown, Sioux Falls. And now the officials are going to discuss it first. And they're going to say the catch is made, but it's going to be short of the end zone, but it's going to be a 1st down for the Storm. So a huge 3rd down conversion for the Storm. And now the officials continue to have a little discussion about this. And they are going to confirm the catch and he is short of the end zone.
Timeout, Arizona.
So it's going to be a first down, and now it's going to be a timeout for Arizona. The question is, do you go ahead and throw the challenge flag if you're Arizona to make sure that that ball was caught?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because if it was not caught, it brings up fourth down.
You have to throw it right now just because unless you have a replay or something down there. Looks like it was a catch.
That's a catch. Question is, it was right on the goal line, but they're going to mark him short with 35 seconds remaining.
You know, if you go back to a few plays in this game, Chris, two of the most crucial plays on third down where Sioux Falls has converted, Arizona has had no pass rush, and Lorenzo Brown stands back there forever. You know, I don't know if they're in a zone or if they're doing or what's going on in that particular time, but I know it's a couple of times where it's not likely that a quarterback gets to stand back there that long versus this Arizona defense. So I wasn't watching enough to see if they had dropped into a zone or dropped people in coverage or what was going on, but he had plenty of time to throw the football.
He had all day back there. And as you mentioned before, Randy, you know, the defensive backs, you can only cover for so long.
Yep. Yeah. But I mean, it's as much confusion and some of the things that's happened tonight.
And
Arizona's challenging whether it was a catch or an incomplete pass. The play is under further review.
And there it is, Randy.
Yeah. I mean, because there had to be some type of confusion from the referees for them to come together and question whether or not it was a catch or not. So you may as well confirm it. Even though it looked like a catch, you may as well confirm it.
And that looks like a catch. Great job by Damian Ford going down and getting it, securing the ball. And he's had some big moments against Arizona this season. In the second meeting during the regular season, the game played up in Sioux Falls, he had 6 catches for 88 yards and 3 touchdowns, but that pales in comparison to the catch made right here. And kudos to our camera crew here tonight, getting some great looks here for you.
Yeah, great job of being able to catch that from every angle, and I think that call is probably going to stand.
But right call there by Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. You got to go ahead and challenge it.
Yeah, you do.
You got to make sure.
Just like I said, there was obviously some confusion down there amongst the referees. So for them to think or for them to come together to see if it was a catch, obviously there was a possibility that maybe he bobbled it or it hit the ground or something, but it looks like it's going to stand.
So 35 seconds remaining. And Arizona's down to 1 timeout. And they trail 56-53. Curtis Riggs gathering his team as we wait for the official call. Curtis Riggs getting the word from the official. And now it's going to be Kevin Guy's turn. I'm sure these are words that Coach Guy does not want to hear at this point.
Yeah, this play is definitely going to stand. It's probably close to being a touchdown, actually.
Well, initially I thought that's what the call was.
After review, the ruling on the field stands is called as a catch. Also looked at whether it was a score. Could not confirm that. Therefore, it will be first and goal at the 1-yard line, Sioux Falls. Arizona used their second and final challenge. They have 1 timeout remaining after the challenge.
Oh, man.
So there is the official call. 35 seconds remain. Sioux Falls with the ball at the Arizona 1. Rattlers down to 1 timeout. Sioux Falls with 1 timeout remaining. Eight seconds remaining on the play clock.
Yeah, they got to hurry.
Sioux Falls definitely going to need to hurry. They're going to try to get this off, and they will not.
No.
Play clock has hit 0, and here comes the flags.
Delay game. Offense, number 8. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
So they'll bring the ball back out to the 6-yard line. And it certainly didn't look like Sioux Falls was in any great hurry to get that snap off on time, and they were okay taking that delay of game penalty and bringing the ball back out 6 yards. And
first and goal, like, not at all.
Not needing to go for the touchdown, just trying to get positive yards and keep that clock running like they do right here. And Brown falls down, forcing Arizona to use their 3rd and final timeout with 32 seconds remaining.
Arizona.
And I'm guessing the message right here might be, go ahead and let them score.
You know, it's funny you say that because there's been times, I remember back in my time like that, if you got in a position, we played against teams that would let us score, and we might have even let someone score. But the problem with that now is the teams now, they're smarter and they don't. Like they'll just fall down right before the goal line or something like that, and then of course the time runs out. So,
and that's why Sioux Falls was okay taking that delayed game penalty from the 1-yard line and bringing the ball back out to the 6. Just trying to run this clock out at this point, not let Arizona offense get back out on the field again. So all Sioux Falls needs to do is just get positive yardage in order for that clock to continue to run. If they lose yards, the clock stops. And there's Lorenzo Brown keeping it himself, falls forward. And that clock's going to continue to run. And I'm trying to match up the play clock with the game clock. And that's going to do it. The Sioux Falls Storm knock off the Arizona Rattlers to win the 2019 United Bowl by a score of 56-53. And they hand Arizona their first loss of the season.
Wow.
In the process.
Come in here in a hostile environment and really play well, though, and overcome the adversity that Arizona threw at them early and held them off. And what a testament to this Sioux Falls team, who they've done that 2 weeks in a row now by coming back and knocking off Iowa last week. Well, I'm sorry, a couple of weeks ago, and now withstanding everything that Arizona put up earlier to go on and win the IFL title this year.
So the Storm come in here to Arizona for the second straight year in the playoffs and come away with the victory. Last year it was in the Intense Conference Championship game. This year in the United Bowl. The Storm come away with the victory here. Final score 56-53 for the Storm. And that is their 7th United Bowl title in the last 9 years. Two years ago, the Rattlers went to Sioux Falls and got the victory in the United Bowl, and it's payback here this year for the Storm. And we'll now send it down to the field for the trophy presentation. And IFL Commissioner Mike Allshouse. Great season for Arizona. 15-1, but they wanted to go 16-0 to get that first undefeated season franchise history. They come up just a little bit short here in the United Bowl.
Oh yeah. You know, you look at the overall game too, Chris, and you asked me a question at halftime. What was the message from Kevin Guy to his team? And it was execute. As we go back down to the field for the ceremony.
A little disappointed tonight, but I think that was probably the best game in the history of our league. Congratulations to the Arizona Rattlers on a great season. Franchise of the year, best fan base in our league. Ron Schertz, Chris Presson, Ashley Stovall, Coach Guy, great season. Thank you for the hospitality this weekend as well. But tonight belonged to the Sioux Falls Storm. An unprecedented 10th consecutive appearance in the championship game. This is their 7th IFL United Bowl championship. So congratulations to the Sioux Falls Storm. I'm gonna hand it over to Todd Tryon, owner of the Storm.
Oh, well, hey, first I want to take a quick thank you to Arizona. Outstanding hosts. We've been to a lot of places, but I got to tell you what, outside of Sioux Falls, there's been no better place than this weekend. Ron Schertz runs a first-class organization. I want to congratulate Arizona, Chris Presson, Kevin Guy, and everybody at this organization. Outstanding job. All right, this is a great game for the IFL. I'm excited for the future of this league. We're excited to be a part of it, and I want to bring up one of the best coaches of all time, Coach Curtis Riggs.
Hey, we want to thank Arizona fans, the hospitality. It was great all week, very professional, first class. I want to congratulate Kevin Guy and his organization for a great season. This was an unbelievable game. These guys worked their tails off. No one thought they could do it. Champions, thank you.
Oh, man.
There you have it.
All right, we have one more award to give out tonight. It's for the league for the United Bowl MVP. And the MVP of tonight's game is Lorenzo Brown, quarterback of the Sioux Falls Storm. Thank you guys for a great season. Drive safe tonight, and we'll see you next year.
So there you have it. The Sioux Falls Storm 2019 United Bowl champions. A quick thought here on what you saw tonight here, Randy.
You know, I think it comes down to what we talked about after halftime, Chris, adjustments. You mentioned what Curtis Riggs may have told his team, and I said he told them, withstand the adversity that Arizona's going to put on us in the second half. On the opposite side, it was, what was the message from Coach Guy? And I said it was probably execute. Let's go out and play like we're capable of playing and let the chips fall where they fall. Unfortunately, Arizona really did not play like they're capable of playing in that second half, at least the whole quarter, and Sioux Falls took advantage of it.
Well, that'll do it for us here tonight and this season. What a season it's been, not only for the Rattlers, but our broadcast team as well. For supervising producer Joe Pashley, director David Heil, producer Alexa T. Whippo, and the rest of our talented crew who made everything happen. And for Lindsey Smith and my partner Randy Gatewood, I'm Chris Harris saying so long. Thanks for joining us this season. The post-game show up next.